introduction in a minute. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Goddess of Light 1111. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning subscribers, welcome back. So, again, if any of you that passing by this channel, um, don't pass it up. Use your little fingers, and then just um see what's going on, because there's might be information you might be missing. So with if you are returning back, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. um you know this is not a reading yet. I have a little bit of information that I want to give you guys, but right now I am trying to keep a level keep a level headed, because things has been hard. So I am trying to find my bearings when it's come to my spiritual, my purpose. I do not want to quit my purpose, and I don't want nobody to keep bullying me to quit but then do the work for them. So before I begin, I just want to say, Heavenly Father God, the Most High God, thank you so much for another day to make things right. I am so grateful and so thankful. Thank you for your wonderful, amazing Son that was died for my sins, my family, my lineage, my ancestors. Thank you for my many blessings and my many lessons. Thank you for everyone. Again, for the collective that are going through stuff, and for those that are happy, for those that are in good health, that live in their purposes. So thank you for that. So I appreciate everything. Um, I know there's one person here. So even if it's one person, it's okay. I was just coming in, where I am to be in nature. So but then and I realized that, you know, I realized that I'm still being tracked. So it doesn't matter what I say, whether it's one person or two-person, I'm okay with that, because I know God is good. So I'm not going to, that's not gonna change who I am as a whole, who I am as a person. So, I sat here and, trying to figure things out, try to figure like, man, I have not done anything to anybody, and I still have to deal with, you know, um, bullying, tracking, and following. So I know there's again, I can say that there's a Libra that is bent out of shape on blocking me. So he's tracking me. I wasn't gonna say his sign, but I realized that, there's only one person that is viewing the video, which is that's kind of weird. There's just one person that is viewing the video. That's how you know that there's underhanded stuff that's going on. But you know what? I'm looking forward to see that, to when things because like I said, I've already break generation curse, so I'm not worried about that. It's a shame that that I post a video that they are trying to blocking me by trying to control what I can do. Peggy Thomas, say hi. Say hi, Peggy. I say hi, Peggy. Hi, Peggy. Um, and I do appreciate, people that actually supporting my channel. I am grateful for that, and I am thankful for that. And I want to let people know that I am not a child. I am a grown woman. So if you're gonna decide it that, to causing me heartbreak, when you decided to do everything in your power, so-called power to try. Hello, Tanya, how are you? It's been a while since I see you. When people try to do manipulating things in my life, you know. So the fact that somebody can actually call their friends to say that I'm laying down in a park to follow me, it showed that it showed that these men, they are in the wounded warrior energy. They are in the wounded warrior energies, and they don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know how to heal themselves, because someone need to heal themselves from some type of third party relationship. They might be in the wounded warrior due to because of a three-way relationship. Like I say, I talk about this and I'm not going to talk about this no more. These men literally, not only that they are controlling my family, controlling my family, their children, so they're using their children and their friends. You said life has been lifting real bad, but I am keeping my head up. Oh, I am sorry. I know what you say. I'm sorry. I hope you are doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing, you know what? I'm doing a little bit of better. I can't, even I'm not complaining coming in here. I'm defending myself. I'm just gonna keep it real. 4:11 in the clock. I'm not complaining, Tanya. I am defending myself because people. I don't know what is the plan. I don't know what's the plan they have with my children, my family, but they are trying to controlling my family. So I realize that they are using their friends. Everybody is using anybody they can think of, to trying to bully me. Never thought you will ever complain. You are only complaining your story. Exactly. So, and it's been so hard, but I hope everything is going well, which I know that, you might be going through, some hard time, but I hope things get better. It will get better, okay? So, we have to keep our head up. It will get better. I felt so I felt so bad and so disappointed because people coming into my life just so that they can turn it into a commercial wreck. Don't ask me what I just said. I do not know, but I feel like people coming into my life just to destroy, and that's what they say. The thieves will come and destroy, and then they will devour. They will take until they cannot take anymore, and that's my issues right now is the fact that, you know, that when I said that there was so much negativity, and I came in, into the park, where I can hang around with Mother Nature, because first and foremost, you know, that there was a lot of people around and stuff. So I do not feel any type of, anything's going to happen to me. But no matter where I am, if something going to happen to me, is going to happen. And when I say that I'm not complaining, Tanya, it wasn't directly to anybody. I was just talking in general. So, and I felt like, a lot of people knows what's going on, even with them or myself, some shape or form. This has to be ended. So at this point, this is not about my spiritual awakening. This is about like what can we get from you, because I am being literally, these men, and some of them and stuff like that, is obsessively tracking me. They want complete control over my life, to make it look like I am incompetent, that I'm unable to, be myself. You know what's bugging me? Kick that butt out of the chat. You don't deserve it. You said, black them, my love. Peggy Thomas. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Used to kick the butts out of the chat. You don't deserve it. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate your input. I appreciate your help and support. It's been really like a really long time that, I've dealt with this, and I chose to deal with this like in a very mature ways, which is I didn't even think that I was capable of, and I didn't even think like I'm capable of, to heal, myself long enough, to heal myself, in spite of the constant bullying, the constant manipulation, the constant bully, constant manipulation, constant tracking, constant follow me, because I realized that today I literally come up. See, I said today, I don't say in the past, I said today, I realized that this man have his friend tracking me to see what I'm got going on. and then they're gonna say that, oh, she's just resting, she's not doing anything. I didn't even get out of the car. All I did that, I rolled down the windows and just lay on the car, and try to, read anything that, I can think of. Tanya Carr say you are a healer. Yes, thank you. Yeah, but you know what? Even, us as a healer, we need time, as for ourselves, even as a healer, we still need time for ourselves, to love ourselves, to taking care of ourselves, for our TLC, all of this, and we should I shouldn't have to defend it myself every single day, and a day in, day out, and keep defending myself, keep defending myself. This shouldn't be done. So people literally try to control my whole entire family. Your healing ability come through you from inside. So yes, you can heal yourself. Oh yeah, I know. Yes, I know that. That's what I'm saying. But we didn't have to sitting there doing that every single day, because you do have to give yourself permission. My initial RTLC, oh beautiful, So I have to give myself permission to have a day where I just sat, just, what I'm saying, not just, doing TLC, but, self-care, and, self-care and self-love and all of this, all of that, not sitting there worry about if who's gonna come next to do something, you know what I'm saying? I did not have, like, this scary thing that happened to me yesterday. Is the man literally opened my hotel room. That is scary, and I've already tell that, story. That man opened my hotel room and happened inside the room, and then he said, oh, I thought it was the door. He said that, oh, I thought, he said that I thought it was the door. So he didn't say that to me. He left. He left out of my room while my son, playing game. And when I went, I put a mask on, because of there's a lot of people that still tracking me at the hotel where I am. So I put a mask on because there was some chaos going on, and I went outside. Um, him and his buddy. Did you call them? No, I did not call the police, because there was already a police and the fire department inside the building, because there was like chaos going on, like I say, to a fire extinguisher. So I did not call them because I felt like it was unnecessary, because since the fire extinguisher was going on for so long, I knew that something was going to happen. So it's robbery, is they enter your house without your permission. Honey, I live in a hotel. I live in a hotel, not So, we, like, you put the things at the door, to keep it open, because I was cooking. And by the time that I went outside, he told his buddy, yeah, that's her. So I felt like that was kind of like a scary thing. I felt like that was a scary thing, because I've been pushing to the point that I have to struggle to live a peaceful life. I have to struggle to eat. I have to struggle to, pay my bills. I have to struggle, and I feel like these people want me to humiliate it myself. They want me to live, embarrassing and be in the shame, because I have to sleep on the floor. I have to sleep on the floor. So it's like a whole lot going on. As long as you pay money, that's your space. Yeah, so, and it was kind of scary when I went outside. He told his friend, yeah, that's her. So I thought that was like kind of creepy for it. So I went to the office, think about that, and I talked to the lady and stuff like that. She wanted me, and then he came. He told her that the same thing I told her. He actually used a translator to say the same thing that I say. I told her, see, I told you already. He's gonna say, oh, I mistakenly open, go inside her room. But what would you? Oh, what can you possibly do? The man is younger than me now. He's younger than me. What can possibly going on in your mind that my room has a number in it. It doesn't have a bar in it like a door. The door has a bar in it. Yes, it's right next to my room, but you should be able to do the difference. So it is kind of very creepy, the fact that that you want your buddies, your friend, your pal want to scare me by telling you to come in my room and bust out open. And I felt like they had did that on purpose, because the fact that like the fire extinguisher went on, so everybody like keep the door open by putting the things at the door, by putting the to keep the door not to be locked, or if they go outside. So that was kind of creepy. So that's what I'm saying. And then you have this man that's trying to control our every move and stuff like that. But I felt like they have whatever they are planning is for money. It has nothing to do with like spiritual awakening, because I feel like these people have been trying very hard, like pulling on, like, like on my spine. These folks have been trying to pull in on my spine, literally trying to pull my back apart. So which means that they are trying to switch. They say they are trying to switch some type of destiny. That will never happen, because I do not give permission to that. So they are trying to pull out my destiny. So that's what they are keep trying to poison me, try to unalive me, so that way they can, like, when I told you these people keep making different plan after one plan after another, looking to see if it is worth robbing. Oh, well, I guess so. Well, I didn't have anything in there. So I think like they sent him to spy to see, like you said, to see what's in there. But it's unfortunate and stuff, because I didn't do anything to anybody. I was my own business. Even when I'm there, there's a chair. I just sat on the floor, no matter what's going on. And, I sat on the floor. There was, and but so what is it gonna steal? There was nothing to steal. I don't think they tried to rob me. I think like they are trying to scare me, because they have another plan they have done is, when I'm trying to at nighttime, they will create enough chaos, even causing my children, because they are doing magic for my sons. The one of them to be speaking online with their friends, and then they are the other one. And I'm not telling on my son. I'm just letting people know that, my family and I, we are in danger. We are going through stuff. It is sad. It is sad. We are going to stuff, and for them and stuff like that, since they have been giving manipulation energies, to whatever there's, whoever these people are, since they are giving my children, you know, things for them to be addicted, to for them to have some type of addiction. So the other one will stay up all night, so that way that I will be stressed. I will have, so that I can be stressed, be tired, having mental issues and stuff like that. And then we have, some of them that just planning and have their friends, sending entities, inside my vessel, even if they know that it's not going to stay, it's not going to work, but they're still doing regardless, because so some of them are angry because that I'm actually a chosen one for you, that I can heal myself, that, Jesus never sitting there and bragging, have a bragging right and say who he was. So I felt like that I am in no better place that for me to sit in there, say that who I was. So just let them do whatever they got to do, and then do what I got to do. But that's what I'm trying to do now. I have to finish defend it myself, because if I don't call judgment, if I don't call judgment publicly for this to end, I felt like it's gonna continue, because some of these men and stuff like that, they are literally the worst narcissists that ever existed, because they are partner with everyone and anything they can think of. God's children live a godly life. The devil lives his demon way. Protect yourself. I know, and that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Thank you for saying that. With all the chaos, people will be distracted. You have to cleanse your wood chakra. I have been doing that. I have been doing all of that. I promise you guys, I have been doing all of that. Cleansing, purifying, saging, even from inside, that I've been doing that, even medicine, I have been trying to do everything that I can, I'm not stuck in my wood chakra and stuff or whatnot. This is not these folks that it's a lesson for them. When I asked the question, it's a lesson for them. It wasn't for me. So it is kind of that they're gonna have to either heal themselves or let go. But they are choosing to continue stalking me, tracking me, following me because they want energies, they want money. This is what they want. This is because these folks cannot do anything to me at this point because I've been speaking very clearly. I've spoke the truth about what was happening, even when I didn't understand any type of what they were saying. I spoke the truth, and I spoke the truth about what's going on about everything. But the reason they are still doing that now is for money because somebody literally planning. They are planning and cunning to receive money, so that's what they are trying to do this for. And I'm sitting here, mind my own business, but I'm still been tracking because these folks have a lot of contract with everybody else. They have a lot of contract with everybody else, to just follow me so I can give messages. So the reason that, this man, whomever this Libra is, that is obsessively tracking me, he's in the wounded warrior and stuff like that, due to some type of three-way relationship. So now they want me to speak for their friends. So they basically try to, control what I say, what I do, in a way like they think like I'm like a child. Yeah, they are trying to control what I do or what I say, like I'm a child. And I have chose to stay because at this point and stuff, there is no more warning. I have been defending myself for a very long time now, for a very long time, 3 years straight, and I have to consistently asking God to please forgive me because I've never want to stay in this situation that for that long. Keep your head on the swivel. Don't trust a wounded warriors. Oh, trust me, I know that. I know that because see, was the that thought like I couldn't heal myself, so they wanted me to be in the wounded warrior energy, where because you remember that he sacrificed himself so others can heal. So they wanted to try to do the same thing to me, but my father has when my father sent me back from having an out of body experience, so basically that I'm not supposed to be dying for anybody's survival. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to be being sacrificed or killing myself or commit suicide. But so now this man they are still trying to do that. That's the reason that they are trying to slow things down. They are trying to slow things down, making sure that it happens slowly. They are creating delay, because they feel like if they're creating delay, they're manipulating everybody, to try to tracking me, their friends, their family. People just think a whole life of them just move where I am, just because they think like they're expecting to get some type of wealth. They want to try to use, since they cannot use my energies anymore, due to the fact that I had to making sure that I did some work on my own, write the thing, so it was approved. I wrote a school, it was approved. Our energy is not supposed to go be abused by others. So now they are tries to, so we have 4 people. We have an informant, a chariot, whomever the informant, the chariot, the queen of cups, the queen of pentacles. all of these people is after my, they all after my my destiny. They want to swap my destiny because they're angry. Why me? Now, mind you, I do not know none of these people. I don't know them from here or there. They're not family. They're not family. They're not friends. So they having, all type of entity try to come in and control me. They have all type of entity try to control what I do, how I move, where I, just so that they can try to literally. The reason that I was like, okay, y'all can stay where you are. I'm gonna go to where that I'm needed, where nature needed, where nature needed me, where I need nature. I'm pretty sure Mother Nature don't need me. So because they don't know you, they just make up, yeah, they just make up what they want other people to think about you. Exactly. So that's what they are trying to do. It's just like they are making up things as they go because they cannot figure me out. So now people don't even, unless I have a conversation with people, that's when they realize that, oh, okay, she's pretty cool or she's really nice, and things like that. But if people has we doing, listen to all my readings and stuff like that, they will know that, whatever they are trying to portray me to be. When I say these people are doing so many diabolical things in my life, just to try to torment me and the first worst thing that these folks ever done is try to remove my family and then having my children, you know, to do like things, to do things, but they realize that, what, I'm healed from all of that. I am healed from all of that. I can handle, I can handle all of, I can handle and be who I am and not worry about, not worry. I'm not saying I'm not worry, not having compassion or humility and stuff like that, but I'm going to have to live for me. But these folks are really doing a lot of diabolical things because they, for any man, these folks is try to set me up to go to, try to set me up like I'm going to be, oh yeah, try to, how do they call this? Try to set me up to be in some type of, relationship. But I never said that I wanted any relationship. So it's just kind of like, I'm trying to do things to you. I'm trying to do things to you. Sorry, guys. I have to have the window. I have the window up due to what's going on outside. I don't want the noise, so I take one for the team. So that's what I'm sweating in here. So it's okay, but I'm okay with that. So it's kind of like, people are doing all this extra stuff. Try to be like, I guess, like presenting themselves in a ugly way to try to making me look like. I don't think people don't doesn't understand. I'm not the type. I don't do third party relationship. I've been put in third party relationship, but I don't do none of these things. So it's kind of like they are try to humiliate me, try to tarnish my reputation and stuff to see if my words match uh match what I said. You know what? I know the word that I'm looking for. They want to see if it's match who I am as a whole. But I've already, like I say, I've already healed through this, and it's not they continuously causing me pain. These folks like literally because they have friends in places that that is gonna cover for them, so they think like if they're doing all of these things try to hurt me or harm me physically, it's not going to it's not gonna come out. They're gonna have cover up because they have places, they have friends in high places. Thank you for the love. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Taking one for the team. I just love your authenticity. But that's the truth. That's what they want me to take one for the team. I stay in the heat and stuff, it's okay. But unfortunately, unfortunately, people is not learning their lesson, and I am a little bit of tired. I'm a little bit of tired. It's exhausting when you have to, that I have to, even when that, let me tell you, even when I'm in the most painful things in my life, people asking me, how are you doing? I still smiling and say I'm doing great. Because literally, because if every time somebody asking you how you doing, you say, well, I'm going to this, that, and a third. Do you know what the other person is going through? So you make their life worse than, you make their life worse by telling them that you going through problem. Maybe if you're telling that I'm doing great, maybe that you will, put a little bit of sprinkle on there, on a little bit of sweet sprinkle on whatever they got going on. Maybe they will like actually have a little bit of positive day. Also, it doesn't have to be the whole day, because sometimes and stuff like that, I don't even have a whole day of, good day. But I still try to not to think like what's going on in my life. I'm telling you, these folks are literally have plan after plan, have plan after plan, plan after plan. There's some people like, that, these men thought like, oh, they were gonna try to collect my soul. Some of them think like they were gonna, collected this, collected that. If anything happened to me, they have a whole plan going where they're going to live, how they're going to live with my, with the money that I get if I die and stuff like that. So they're literally planning. That's what they are creating. Even if I receive any type of offer, throughout this situation, because some of these people file in court, they do file in court things, having me under investigation. But then I realize that I'm also being guided to be like, oh wait, be patient, be patient while we investigate it. But you literally say, be patient while we try to unalive you. You literally say that, we want you to be patient because we know they are trying to killing you. We know they are trying to give you, when I'm telling you that the most pressure you feel that we have people, like we're not talking about like 10, 20 people. I'm talking about like over like 30 people that is sitting there, because in one room there could be 3, 4 people there could be 4 people there could be, all of these people gang up on you and try to pull on what they cannot have and what they cannot have. But then they wanted to, they wanted to try to again invite, government official to try to tracking me by using manipulation, like, oh, she's dangerous, she's doing this, that, and a third, but unfortunately and stuff like that, at this point, there was like, oh, she's talking secretly, we need to watch her. That's the reason that coming online. I do not talk secretly. The only thing that I say to any entities, I pray secretly, because that's between me and God. That's between me and God. But when it's come to do any type of releasing, remove, is clicking. So release, block, all of this. And my favorite things that I do is that, cut the cords, cut ties and stuff like that. Those are things that I do because I have a million camera at the hotel that is watching me. Again, that violating my vessel, violating my body, violating my property, while I'm sitting there and be like, well, doesn't know what to do. I don't have any other choice, because but it's all lies, manipulation and stuff like that, just so they can control me, just so they can control who or what I'm doing, who I'm doing, whatever that I'm doing. Is all about manipulation to just control my life. That's all it is, manipulation. Because everybody felt like, oh well, we missed an opportunity. See, what people doesn't understand, that if me doing spiritual messages, all they had to do all they had to do is watching me and allow me to do spiritual messages and then steal it while the information. But instead, they're sitting there, they want everything for themselves. They want control over me. They want control over me, which is they're gonna realize that they're wasting a lot of time. Every time somebody follow me, they're gonna realize that they waste a lot of time by trying to bully me and tormented me, and they still come out with nothing. Because every time they come in and try to hold it on my back, they're like, oh, it's why would there be an investigator for all of these years that, but I am in the upright. I have not done anything wrong. Why would there be? So now the reason they try to have that man coming inside my room, so that way that they can slow things down again. I'm taking one for the team. So so that way they can be investigated to why he won. They can see who sent them. Because you know what? Guess what? I look, they are not there. So which means that so they're gonna investigate it why. Since I spoke about that, they left. They left. You see what I'm saying? They left. They left. So now they are trying using things, you know, to creating, I mean, the amount of animosity, jealousy, envy, and hatred that these people have. And it's just, hey, Voyager. So it's just like it's an ongoing nonsense. It's an ongoing. And then, because, I do know for a fact, I do know for a fact somebody want is creating conflicts by having me tracking and followed and stuff like that, by turning people against me, by having friends, and family tracking me because they want me to give messages, but their intention and stuff like that is to have me unalive. Because this is, thank you guys, thank you for the love, thank you for the support, and thank you for also like the video. I appreciate it. So someone literally doing all of these things because they actually want me gone. They want me gone. They want me gone. They want me gone. They want me gone. I went through challenges, obstacle, adversity, adversary, perseverance, trial and tribulation. I feel the way too about myself. Well, don't feel that about yourself. It's not a feelings, it's things that are happening, you know, and calamities. Anything that you think that is worse, these people have done it. They plan, they're planning, they're consistent, they plan, they're waiting to, is this work? And then the obsessive spying, is it work? Is she's dead yet? Is she has a heart attack yet? Because again, you guys have to remember that anybody can talk about this. Anybody can talk about this is for entertainment purposely only. So if I don't defend myself, 4:44, how I just said that. Look at that, 4:44 on the clock. When I say I saw so many synchronicity today, 333, 1111, 404, 711. I mean, now 4 there was so many hello, the one who got away. 144, 144, don't forget that. Yeah, so I saw all of them today. I mean, like even when I was 888, even when I was reading the Bible, I was like, all of this synchronicity that was see. It wasn't like intentionally looking for them, but they was just like pop up. So yeah, so many synchronicity today that I saw. So I know this lesson. I know that I have, I am in a place with the highest level of frequency with when it's come to my spirituality, when it's come to with God. I know where I am with God. It's just that I wanna know why is people are still try to bend out of shape, try to control a grown woman and stuff like that. So this is the slave mentality. We have these wounded warrior men and women and stuff like that. Is in that energy that, oh, if we take money away from you, which is the slavery, you will work for me, you will do as I say, you will do as I say when I want you to say it because I have friend in high places. Or all I have to do is call, Bobby, can you get on that, can you get on that airplane and start tracking her to create conflicts and stuff? I don't know who Bobby is. Maybe that's somebody's name. But it's just like people want to call their friend and be like, what you doing and stuff. I want you to go tracking her, because she's dangerous to, you know, dangerous to whom? I never say anything about you. I never calling your name out on because people are too cowards and stuff like that to say what I did wrong. They just started tracking me for money. So this might be people like literally that do things like that. They go out with certain women. They go out with certain women and then they try to turn them into what they want. It's like, ain't nobody can groom me. I am 50. 50. Tanya Car, monetary spirit. Yeah, there I have a whole lot of them around me. That's on a daily. That's on a daily. So now that not only that I have those, but I also do have, my protectors around me too. So that's what I'm telling these people. I will bet on them, tracking me, following me. I'm talking about human being. Because the monetary spirit doesn't speak to you. They're just watching you. They just followed what they've been saying. Monetary spirit don't come after you just for no reason. Oh wow. Yeah, people sent monetary spirit to follow you for their own gain by repetition. I don't know what the heck I just say either. Yeah, monitor spirit need a vessel. Exactly. So then they need a vessel so that they're using other human being. Yeah. They're using other human being because then I can telling people that things that they don't know. The devil doesn't come after you either. They're using other human being. Like a woman said that, oh, the reason you cry is because you have monitor spirit or demon and stuff, things like that. But I realize that they are projecting for demons or whatever the demonic people, the entities they use. I call them demonic entities they use to try to come after you, but it's just a monetary spirit to making you afraid and stuff. Because these folks, whether they are dead or alive, because the dead, nobody cares about the dead. That's what God said. Nobody cares about the dead. So the dead doesn't have any opinion. He doesn't have a feelings. He doesn't know anything. He does as he told. Exactly. The more you telling people you're doing bad, the more people feel like, they wanna attack you because like you literally it's kinda like you give your power away. It's giving your power away every time you tell us, people, because sometimes people only asking how are you doing also is because they want to know like, okay, shoot, I got her. You know what I'm saying? Let me continue doing what I'm doing. So it's always that. I learned that when I used to do business. Every time somebody doing that, even if you cannot eat, I'm doing great, thank you. You know, politely. There was no, sadness looking in my face. A matter of fact, I'm gonna even smile because you give power always when you're sitting there, allowing people, let people know that you are effed up, you are messed up. So that's what, people have to understand that, in my life that I didn't just, I just started spirituality 5 years ago. I never get the chance to focus on it the way I wanted to, because that, you know, in 2021, um, I was being under attack, but I was awake enough to know that that was not my energies. You are human are taking over the devil. Exactly. You are where humans are taking over the devil jobs, and you also have them trying to take over God job. Yeah, you see, you also have them trying to take over God job. They have bad intention. Exactly. So, you have to literally that you have to stand up and remember that God puts, I told him that in advance, God put me here and nobody gonna tell me, God hired me like, what's her name usually say, hello to, God was already with you in the womb. Yes, oh, absolutely. That's my beliefs. That's my belief in faith. I told people I have three things, just like Jesus did. He ruled by faith. He ruled by faith, humility, and devotion. I rule by faith. I rule by faith, humility, devotion, and love. Oh, I forgot to put love in his. He do three. I go four. That's what he want us to live by. So I know that if they want to sitting there do what they want, whatever they want to do, that's on them. But I cannot. I know that by the grace of God, I'm staying with God no matter what. So as long people sitting there wanna try to manipulate things, try to using manipulation and stuff like that, you wanna unalive me. You wanna go living a lavish lifestyle and stuff like that, by try. I know this plan didn't just started with me. It didn't just started with me, but it's going to end with me, because you're not gonna unalive me just because you don't like who I am as a person. You're not gonna try to unalive me because you don't like who I am as a person. Because I know very well, like I say, we know that social media is the easiest place, for us to connect, to tell somebody, hey, I know that I can help you doing this, but you're coming after me, you're attacking me 24/7, try to unalive me 24/7. Everybody partners with this person, that person. They do not seem to quit for real. Well, they will quit. They will quit eventually, because see what you do to people. You see, every single day these people had do something to me. Look at the sky. There it will be bright and sunny. The minute that I open my mouth, I say, God, what have I done? The weather change. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you to all the amazing people that are with me, the support, the love, and thank you. Like I say, people, I don't mind that people use any type of little bit of knowledge that I give. Tanya Carr, I met you. I'm glad I did. I think I do too. I say I think I do. I'm glad I did. But, I'm talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about in the physical for me. you know. So, sorry guys, it's a little hot up in the car. So yeah, it's been very hard. It's been very hard that, these folks I keep planning, and then they fail every single time. A man coming in my car. So since there's six of you, a man came in my car um last year, a few months ago. Um, I don't speak his language. You know how you can speak, you don't know what, a language, but you can understand what the person say. He was scared. He said, no, I can't kill her. So that's when I started speaking. So he was a hitman from out of the country, literally. Even if he was talking like that to scare me, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, And we have company that keeping all of this a secret. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. You helped me change my life. Oh, okay. I appreciate it. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I helped someone. We are all going through similar situations, having attachment that they place with me, only God can remove it. It should be removed. That's easy. That's easy. Let me see. The one who got away. Okay. So you'll go, thus say the Lord of Israel. You don't have to say that. The Lord is righteous. He has cuts in pieces. I, whomever your name is, cut in pieces, all cord, all ties with any attachment, any entities and energies that aren't mine. I will release it into the depth of the earth, or into the depth of the sea, where he may rest from his laborer, from his laborer, and his work, he or she will follow him. In the name of God, it's done. Very, in the name of Jesus, in the name of God, and it's done. You don't need to go extra if you actually trust in God. While I'm saying this to you, and there was an entity that's coming in my vessel. I hear them talking stuff. The minute that I say that and I'm talking, it come out. It will come out. You shouldn't have no entities, no attachment, because I do not have any attachment, because I know I have a really break generation curse. I am in the upright, but that's all you have to say. I know it's in the Bible. All you have to say is, thus said the Lord of hosts, the Lord is righteous. He has cut in pieces. I, blah, 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 cut in pieces. The cord, the ties, all ties, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, energetically, all ties with any eccentric attachment, and release it into the depth of the earth. Or if it's because most of those entities and stuff like that, some of them doesn't want to get burned. Unstoppable says, stop your life. Yes, I am. In the name of Jesus, so it is done. Yeah. Well, you can remove that. If you actually believe in God, you can remove that. That's a done deal. That's a done deal. Yes, hey, Unstoppable, I am live, and I have been doing a lot of live and stuff. If you guys missed it, it's because that I've been, we have those, those hatred, you know, those people that doesn't like themselves. You can love yourself, you don't like yourself. Those people doesn't like themselves nor love themselves. That is trying to stop me from focus on my Father. But yes, I am. So that's all you have to say. I will defend myself to the day I die. I will defend myself with my last breath, and I will continue to stand in my ground, call back my power, take back my energies and stuff. Like I say, I have no more secrets. I'm healed. I'm healed from this and stuff like that. Right now, the other action that I want to take and stuff, like, people need to wait for it, but I am okay now. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because I do not conjured anything, nor I have any intention of conjured anything, but my Father showed me where I need to go. My spiritual team know that I actually can handle myself. They know when I need help, when I need help and stuff like that, is mostly when I'm asleep, when people try to attack me. But then my my guide, they show up when I need them, when I am not, when I'm in a vulnerable situation. Yeah, me too. And I have, like I say, you know, through prayers and stuff. That's what I do. I don't need, you can cast anything out. You can cast anything out. You send them to there for them to rest in peace. You not commit any crime by the grace of God, because I was told by my father, it got me. I'm not, because I was worried, this is the prayer, it's from the Bible, but my God letting me know that I'm not commit any crime, because some of these entities and stuff like that, because that now I know I can actually help removing some of this monetary spirit that is this the soulless. Some of them are soulless, so which is they cannot hurt you. They're only there to do nothing but creating conflicts. All they try to do is creating conflicts, and people are creating, some people that are soulless also are creating conflicts in other people's lives because they don't have anything to do with their lives. I'm here. I break generational curse. My ancestors should be resting very beautiful, enjoy their lives. Like I say, I've been bullied enough. I have a out of body experience. Matter of fact, I had, I almost had another one, because I realized that the people that was around me had no idea what they were talking about. But I'm gonna, like I say, I have to continue defend myself, because these people they're still doing death magic. They are pretending that they go away. What they are trying to do, they are hiding. They are putting they go away until that they realize that, oh, if she's not doing anything and stuff like that, let her hurry up and try to and blindsided her or whatnot. So that's what I say, my guy is always there when they need to. Yes, I broke generational curse also. So if you break generational curse, you cannot have no entities inside your vessel. You cannot have no attachment. It wouldn't be no attachment. It probably that, something they sent and things like that. And the Queen of Wands will not get anything from me. She can try to control whatever she wants to. She's not getting anything from me, because I know that, the Queen of Wands is trying to control my destiny. Man, I want to say cursing words so bad, and I don't even curse. So I know that that's not my spirit. But you cannot control my destiny. We are not family. We are not friends. We don't belong together. We don't flax. we don't we don't flax together. We don't flux together. We don't do nothing together. So I'm sorry. You're gonna have to know that we don't want the same. We don't want the same circle. We don't run in the same circle. You and I are different. I don't know why, this woman think like, I don't think like this woman think like she's gonna control my destiny. Honey, bye. When they're gonna drag you to hell, because I think there's a movie that called like that. So somebody gonna drag somebody to hell and stuff like that, and they're gonna wish that they ask for forgiveness and stuff before that happen. I was talking about, like, wings. Turn your car. I was talking about wings, honey. That's why, the bed of flocking. I don't know what that word is. That's why I was talking about wings. You know that they're flapping the wings, and I don't know what. Don't mind me. And thank you for the laugh. Yeah, I have to consistently protect myself. consistently, fight, consistently defended myself. People think like I was, it's the same. The smile worth it. Yes. People think like I was just like, since I don't have a family around me, they think like I was that easy target. Easy target. Every single plan you did, it's failed, and you still continue. That's how you know that people are demanding and stuff like that. And it's a shame that people have negative attention, not knowing that, they're gonna lose their soul and miss. Like I said, look at the sky. There was no rain today. Every time that I speak, because I know the divine is pissed. And it's been going like that every single day. No wind, no nothing, sunny day and stuff like that. And then I speak and then the sky change. Because my father told me that. Then I told you that whenever that I'm angry, when I'm around me. Yep. When God's around me, when he letting me know that the sky will change. That's the conversation that I have with my father. So people need to know that this is a cycle closed. They need to go sit somewhere. Yes, I know that people need to go sit themselves somewhere, go heal themselves, go do something with themselves, because we are not family. That's what I say, Flax. We are not family. I am a genuine person. I don't care what color you are. I don't care where you was born. I do not care about your culture, ethnicity, background, straight, gays. I do not care about none of this. I see a human being until my father said so. But if you're coming after me, you try to be fake friends to me and stuff, you are fake to yourself. You are fake to yourself. And you will remember that, because you will be in one of those people. When I sat in my chair, on my thrones, they will come in and be like, I'm sorry that I had betrayed you. I'm sorry that, I was trying to trick to believe that, we was one of your friends. And I'm going to say that, you know what? I'm going to be, oh, hey, I'm going to be like Jesus. I'm going to be like Jesus. I don't think so, boo. Deuces. Because you failed miserably, by the grace of God. By the grace of God, I am shielded with his iron armor and unconditional love, with the holy love around me and the pure, infinite white light around me. There's no weapon formed against me shall prosper, because I can see my heavenly Father armor around me and protect me from anyone that is trying to juggle, and it will return back to you a thousandfold, with forgiveness, of course. Anyways, so um thank you guys for all the support, the love. I appreciate all of you, and I'm grateful for all of you that has been, hanging with me for a while. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Sending lots of love, light, healing, peace, and serenity. And thank you also for those of you that, participate and comment, that like the video. I appreciate it. May God continue to bless whomever that decided they want to heal. I'm not forcing healings on nobody. You say 1,000 can fall on your left, 4,000 can fall on your right, and nothing will touch you. You say it again. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But so you guys have a wonderful evening, day, night, wherever you are. Um, I do not say I'm trying not to say morning, because nobody's dead. That's a European thing. We're no longer mourning anything. So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate you guys. May God bless. And thank you again. Don't forget to share the video if you have to, because there is others and stuff, that might not even know that, they can actually pull through. So lots of love. Thank you guys. Bye.